Hey George, it's Miss Schaefer. I hope you're doing well and your family is staying healthy. Are you ready for our sectional today? I am. I'm pumped. Get your instrument out. But before we do any playing, we are going to start with just some breathing exercises. So please make sure your feet are flat on the floor. We've got good posture. And when we breathe in, what part of our stomach are we trying to fill first? Right. Our belly, the very bottom. We'll do in for 4, out for 4, 4 times. Ready? 3, 4. How was that? Still feeling good? Good. Challenge yourself. In for 4, out for 6. You got it. Ready? 3, 4. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Last one. In. And out. Ready to keep going? You're doing really well so far. That was in for 4, out for 4, and then in for 4, out for 6. We're challenging ourselves. In for 4, out for 8. Can do it. Here we go. 3, 4. In. Out. And out. In and out. Last one. You did it! Surviving! Next up, please assemble your instruments. I don't have an instrument here with me today, but you can't tell, I'm at a piano. I'll be playing with you. We are going to play our B flat scale. So what that means is we're starting on low B flat, and then we are going to walk all the way up to high B flat and come back down. So listen first. We go B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, and then we come back down. A, G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. Do you remember all of your fingerings for your scale? Do you remember G? Or A? Do you remember your high B flat? High B flat is open. A is going to be our second finger. And G is going to be our... There you go. If you need a refresher on any notes, check the back of Essential Elements. It's got a finger chart for you. Let's do this first in whole notes. Ready? 2, 3. exercise now. It's called an arpeggio. And what that means is it is a few certain notes from a scale, like we just played our B flat scale. So it's usually the first note. So we'll play our B flat. It's the third note, which in this case is going to be our D. It's the fifth note. Which one is it? Can you guess? D, E flat. There it is. F. Here we go. And then it's our top note. So our high B flat. We are going to do these notes in whole notes. Once we get to the top B flat, we're going to come back down. So one more time. Low B flat, D, F, high B flat. Back to F, then to D, then our low B flat. Whole notes. 2, 3. Going back down to F. Then D. And B flat. That one can be a little tricky. Can we play it one more time? Again, if you need the notes. B flat, D, F, B flat, F, D, B flat. Here we go. 3, 4. Going back down and easy enough, right? Good warm up. If there were any notes that you didn't quite get out, either you had the wrong finger, or it was a couple of beats late, or it wasn't the right note at all, please go back and replay that exercise until you get it correct. But in the meantime, we can go on. Please take out Majestica. We're going to start in the very first measure today. We're going to look at two sections. We are going to play through measures 1 through 23. We'll run it once, at least, maybe a few times through. And then we will move on and look at measures 24 through 43. Measure 1. Just kidding. Measure 3. I will give you the first 2 beats of measure 3, because what beat do you come in on? Beat 3. So put your instrument up to your face, please. We are starting with our A flat. Ready? 1, 2. Rest. 3, 4, 1, 2. are your rhythms? How are your notes? And how were your dynamics? Before we start, we will do this section again. Please look at measure 17. We are going to play 17 through 22, just so we can get the counting. 17, ready? 2, 3, 4, 17. Rest, 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 rest. And stop. First measure, please. Third measure, please. Let's start really, really loud. And by the time we get to measure 9, we are playing piano, which means very quiet. Here we go. Starting in measure 3, I will give you the first 2 beats that you rest on. Ready? 1, 2. That was 17. Starting from there, ready, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Rest, rest. And stop. How are we doing so far? I know I can't be there with you in person, but this just means that you have to use what you know. You have to think critically, analyze your performance, and be honest. It's okay to make mistakes. That's what practice is for. We go back and we fix it. So if there were any parts of 1 through 23 that you need to do again, please feel free, stop the video, practice on your own, or you can go back and practice with me again. In the meantime, I am just going to assume that you're ready and we are going to keep going forward. We ended at measure 23. Look at measure 24, please. Starting in that measure, George, what we are going to do is we are going to clap and count all the way through measure 43. If I look at your part, which I'm doing right now, I'm going to see mostly half notes. We've got some good eighth notes in there too. So let's make sure that we're counting really hard, okay? And when I say clapping and counting, I want you to be saying the words 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and as you clap. Here we go. Starting at 23. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest. 2, 3, 4, rest. 2, 3, 4, rest. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 stop. Did you survive? Did you make it? Good. I knew you could do it, George. Now that we've done that, I would like you to play this whole section on an F. Just a nice, easy F. Just one note over and over and over and over. This is going to help us count, but it's also just going to help us with our rhythm. So then the next time, we'll have it more in our head. Find measure 25, go back 2 measures. That's where we're starting. Ready? 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, rest, rest. Rest, 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 rest. Thirty-seven, 38, 39, 44. Let's try and play it now. Here we go. Starting at measure 23. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Rest, 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 rest. Thirty-seven, 38, 39, 'Stop. How'd you do? There's an extra step in there that I use sometimes, where after we clap and count it, and after we play it all on one note, I have the student go back and say each note name in tempo. So if we went back to 23, like F, F, B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, C. I'm sorry, that was an E flat at 25. If doing all of that at once was too much for you, please go back, break it into smaller sections, 2 to 3 to 4 measures at a time, and then string them together when you are all ready. That was Majestica. For homework, please keep practicing Majestica. I would like you to look at measures 25 through 43, which was the section that we just did. Remember, you can break it down like we did. You can just clap and count the rhythm, then you can play all of it on one note, then you can go back and say the note names while you do that. Do your fingers too, and then you can play. You don't have to just jump in. Sometimes it's better to build our way up. Please take out Dragonfire. We're gonna start in the very beginning, measure 1, and we're gonna play through measure 17. And then that will be it for today. Alright, Dragonfire, your part is so important in this. We want you to be loud, confident, have a lot of air, and a good full sound. But you don't usually have a problem with that. You sound very good most of the time. Let's start at the beginning. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. It was my fault. I got stuck in measure 4. Let's start again. 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. Oh, my bad. I tried to give you a tempo and then got caught up. Measure 9, starting at measure 9. Ready? 3. And stop. That was Dragonfire. Keep working. Keep practicing Majestica, especially the section that we went over. I will have a new video out for you in a couple of days. If not on Thursday for like our full band, then Friday. Stay healthy. Bye now.